guys? Welcome to another episode of Elevated and Chill. I'm your host, CJ. Happy to be having another session with you guys as always. It's always a pleasure. Jumping right into it with a vibe check. Um, Vibe check for me. You know, Work's getting better. We had to wrap up a few things at work. A lot of things going on there. But now it's starting to like slow down, which is, is always a good thing. Hopefully, things remain that way. But in the field that I work in, you can never. It's always, there's a lot of ebbs and flows and stuff like that. So you can never be too high or too low. You always got to stay right in the middle. Upfronts are coming, and basically upfronts are just, a lot of the media corporations are showing their new capabilities and stuff like that. So it's gonna be nice to meet with the vendors and different media people and attending these upfronts and stuff like that. So I'm a little excited about that. But we're rocking and rolling on that front. Dance has been, I think it's, I feel like with dance, it's always like a steady incremental growth for me. It's been a year since I've been dancing and got back into dancing. So it's been, a lot of some classes I'm getting cooked, as I would say, and other classes I'm doing, I do pretty good. It's always, you take every lesson or class with a grain of salt, and I think like the steady incremental balance, incrementally getting better is always a plus. So dance is going well. I'm working on the portfolio. Definitely got a lot more photos to be edited, but soon come the portfolio is coming, and I'll be dropping that soon. So just to keep you guys abreast on that. I know you guys home team, you guys waiting on the photos, but they're coming. They're coming. Definitely want to give you that, for season three, since we're in it. Um, but yeah, that's all with me. Again, as always, happy to be here with you guys for season three. Um, just another thing I've been doing is kind of like tapping into the new music. Um, you know, Roc Marciano just dropped his album. And look, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, home team. I've been kind of bumping that album a lot. It's called 656. And I just want to play this one song for you guys. And home team, let me know what you guys think. If you guys are a big fan of Roc Marciano, but this one song is to me why Roc Marciano is one of the greats, and he should be recognized as one of the greats. I'm a huge fan of Roc Marciano. I think he doesn't get the credit that he deserves, but he like sneakishly dropped this album. But this one song is really the one I've been playing a lot. Is this one right? It's called Childish Things.
It's mandatory. Being come to the crib, nigga trying to copy it. Street violation, you gotta violate them right at the door. You know what I'm saying? You gotta knock nigga out right at the door. I'm saying y'all niggas got hard taste, nigga. This shit quiet luxury, nigga. Fuck these niggas is on, man. Nigga.
That beat is crazy. Oh my gosh, that beat is crazy.
Talk about it. We back on that shit though. Yeah. Spanish fly side of Canada drive with spare time on the Panerai. You can tell with my tan lines that I wear a watch. Rock the yacht master on the yacht. Crack the master lock. Nobody has to plot, not even mad lock. Matt Black, my bot. Hug up the car lot. Big diamond rock with right garlic knot. Had it not, now word on the block. Popped all throw on the rocks. Drowning your stars in a bottle of scotch. Washed up the spot, thought I forgot to mop. Keep the streets green, but it clean your clock. Piece of your mind got on my felines. Fuck you was thinking, I just seen it fly. Thought you was on till everything gone for you reach the blink of an eye. Jumped in the rat race, what it takes to be placed in top rapper space. Way too much dick sucking for my taste. It ain't all chocolate cake and lattes. It's a mind game that I do not play, but put away the childish things. By the way, I'm just acting my age. This ain't all talking back in my day. All them guys playing garbage tapes, cosplay, three small diamond chains, not to overcompensate. Rock, I'm beyond straight. My moral compass is not shade. I played it safe, but all that grind on your made the condom break. We pulled our own baby out of vagina like strong J. Goddamn a spray on Balenciaga lingerie.
Yo,
Little mama say I'm
the
the one that
beat
got
is
away.
ridiculous on this. Yo, Rock, you are a madman. You are disgusting. This is absolutely, oh my gosh.
Robin's pocket change, I acquired finer things. Yeah. John Gage, Johnny Fontaine, Rogers made me a wallet chain, the Vince Roberts pocket change, I acquired the finer. Mm. Yeah.
That pause? What? He was like, I'm done. I'm done. But I'm gonna spin it backward for you right now. Mm.
Sam? Oh, it's a flight to Spain, 3 hours. Mm. Yo, after the murder story, it's purgatory. You heard,
Yo, this beat switch.
for eternity.
This beat switch is really crazy. Like that transition into the next beat. Wow, amazing. Production, amazing on this. Wow.
Firearms and cheap 90s R&B. Sean Connery. I said calmly, firearms and cheap 90s R&B, both thugs in harmony. Everything about your artistry, novelty. I could write an on 3, Cartier quality, quiet.
Man, home team, go tap into that Roc Marciano album 656. I've been bumming that all day, to be honest. He like I said, he sneakishly dropped that, and that this album is amazing. Production is crazy, but I don't really expect nothing much from Rock because this is him. Like this is what he normally does. Like he's like I said, he's one of those guys that is very low key, but he's gonna give you bars. He's gonna give you production. He produced Stove God's album, so that connection is there. He's paired up with Wes on multiple songs as well. The dude, he just Conway just dropped the album, and he was on Conway's album. That song was crazy too. I think Conway is back. But yeah, go tap into that Rock Marcy album. For sure. 656. Yeah, let home team. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys haven't listened to Rock Marciano, go listen to Rock Marciano. For all my home team people that have listened to Mark Marciano, go bump this album. This album is very well done. Um, in other music, Don Toliver and Lil TJ, they have a upcoming album. Don Toliver, I'm a big fan of. Back in 2018, 2017. Um, primarily, I started really bumping him post when he was on Travis album, Astro World, and from there I just been a fan of his. I think he's very melodic, and he just dropped a song called ATM. That song is hard too. But I'm excited for his album. It's called Octane. I'm excited to see the features. If he's gonna have his I don't know if it's his girlfriend or wife. Home team, help me out here. But either way, I'm Callie Uchis. I kind of hope she's on there because they have a great chemistry. She's like kind of melodic too, so they mesh very well. But I'm excited for this album. I don't really like his previous album, low key, but I think this album might have a lot of bangers on it, and it's good to see him and Trav always on an album because they have like similar synergy. So seeing him on an album would be great. So I'm excited for this Don Toliver album. Um, Lil TJ, Lil TJ is one of those artists that I don't really. I'm tapped into, but it's kind of like I listen for like kind of like not for fun, but he has bangers, and I respect his artistry. He can really give you bars. He's melodic too. So I believe let me see what his album is. Hold on, home team. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Little TJ. But yeah, I fuck with Lil TJ. I think he has a lot of songs that I bump They just ain't you. So shout out Lil TJ, shout out Don Toliver, excited for those albums to drop. Speaking about also dropping albums, Ti is dropping an album. It's gonna be his last album. And you know, Ti has had a run. I mean, he has a catalog that has a lot of bangers on it. So you know, for Ti, if this is his last album, shout out him. Definitely had an amazing career. Repping for Atlanta. He called himself the King of Atlanta or the King of the South. But definitely had a illustrious career. His catalog is crazy. I mean, you know, from I mean, even him being on that song "We Taking Over" with DJ Khaled. I think that's a banger in itself, and that's not even his whatchamacallit song. But I mean T.I. got a bunch of hits. You know, he's on My Love with Justin Timberlake. Whatever You Like is a banger. Live Your Life. Uh, uh whatchamacallit, What You Know, Dead and Gone. Uh Big Shit Pop It. That's a Shoulder Lean. He's on ASAP's album too. Rubber Band Man. So he got a lot of hits, man. Don't forget you know his collab with Rihanna and stuff like that. But yeah, he got Swagger Like Us is that's like one of his top songs. So shout out Ti again. You know, I'll tap into the album and see how it is. Me personally, like Ti is not in my rotation a lot, but I definitely respect his craft. He definitely has a different sound and that traditional ATL sound. So shout out Ti, and he's also been like a lot, you know, like a big bro to like a lot of like the other members of not said members, the guys coming from Atlanta and stuff like that. So shout out Ti, you know what he's done for Thugger, Lil Baby, and all these. You know he really co-signs them. So you know proceeding to help the culture in Atlanta. So shout out Ti. Speaking about Young Thug, he has a collab with Fred again, which I didn't really get a chance to listen to it. So home team fill me in. But you know, Young Thug is one of those people that you know you really never think, oh well, he won't collab with this artist, but he ends up collabing with this artist. Like for Camila Cabello, Havana, like you would never think like he would collab with an artist like that. But I think Young Thug is one of those like artists that he could really go into multiple lanes. And that's the talent of him. Do I think him coming out of jail, what he's been doing is kind of corny? Yes, I do. But yo, you can't deny Young Thug's run and how he's been able to carve out his own lane and stuff like that. And you know him making a collab with Fred again, it just shows his versatility and his range. So, home team, let me know what you guys think of this collab. I'll be tapping in and I'll give you my review on it for sure. But drop it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Wiz dropped the album again. I did not get a chance to listen to it, but again, I'm not really Wiz Khalifa is not really like a huge part of my rotation, but he definitely has a lot of some songs that like resonate. Obviously, his big one, Black and Yellow, but Wiz Khalifa, he's like one of those artists that like you never think is in that category, but then like when you hear other artists talk about him, it's like, oh whoa, it reminds you of like, yo, listen, I gotta tap back into Wiz Khalifa. So, Wiz Khalifa is definitely one of those. And I think home team, if you guys haven't, again, go hop into it and listen, give it a listen. And also, I'm gonna chime in and definitely want to give you guys my thoughts and feedback as well. Uh, what is in my rotation? I started I think about like 2022. I started this thing. Shout out my boy Mark. He put me onto this. He was doing it first. But it was basically like a music playlist that I listened throughout the week. And then I've been getting creative with it, and I've been adding like a photo that I edited just to match up for how I'm feeling and my what I'm listening to. So for this week, I got a bunch of different songs, ranging from a lot. Obviously, I'm bumping that Rock because it just came out, but I'm also bumping. I got some. Uh, Obviously, I got Stove God in here. Stove God's definitely in here. I got some salsa in there because I'll be dancing. Get in that groove. Got some reggaeton in here. Got the Weekend, Metro Boomin, Shabuzi. I love Shabuzi. Shabuzi is coming up. I love Shabuzi. I love his flow, his style, what he's doing for country music. Shout out to Shabuzi. When a bar song came out, I was bumping that shit. That shit went ultra diamond in my car. I was bumping that heavy. But right now I got in my playlist Blink Twice with Miles Smith. Shout out Miles Smith too, another artist that I'll be listening to. I got some Coldplay in here, Lil Uzi. I got Dave. Dave dropped the album last year, and that let me tell you that this collab with Dave and Thames, amazing. It's called Rain Dance. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I know, like I said, like I listen to a lot of things, guys. But I'm always willing to expand my horizon when it comes to music. So if you guys got any questions about how my music tastes, let me know. Drop it in the comments. But also put me on to new music. I always want to listen to new music. So put me on, keep me updated what's going on. And I think, yeah, just keep me on. Put me on. Try, whatever. I try to get into a new genre every year. So I haven't found that yet. Although I've been bumping Joji a decent amount, and he's pretty, he pretty good. You know what I mean? So again, help me out, put me on to a new genre, help me figure that out for this year. And yeah, and let me know what you guys think of my, my nice little rotation. Speaking about rotation, uh, it kind of rhymes, rotation, nominations. Not really, but kind of. But the Oscars just dropped their nominations for 2026. Just gonna run it down real quick on where we're at with it. Best Picture, Begonia, which I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching Begonia for sure. I need to tap into that. F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners and Train Dreams. Begonia, I've heard was amazing by multiple people, so I gotta tap into that. Um, I didn't really hear a lot of good things about Frankenstein, but I will be tapping into that because I'm trying to get abreast on what's going on in the Oscar world and the movie world. So I will be tapping into that. Just off the rip, Hamnet, I didn't watch. Secret Agent, Sentiment of Value, and Train Dreams, I did not watch. We'll try to get to watch those movies. Um, but I did watch F1. F1 is a great movie. I think for me personally, and I think I mentioned this in a previous episode. I think for me, for F1, F1 was one of those movies that the soundtrack added more flavor to the movie. And obviously the acting and stuff like that. I think for me personally, this bunch of these movies absolutely I don't have any problems with it. I think they got it right in terms of the movies that I've watched personally, and I had in my top five, like One Battle After Another, Marty Supreme, Sinners. Sinners also 16 nominations. I believe that is the most in most nominations in Oscar history. And just to run it down, I mean, they that movie's amazing. It's crazy how a movie like that could really transcend. Really is transcending. You know what I mean? Like I think Ryan Coogler really did his thing with that, and so shout out Ryan, shout out Michael B. Jordan, Haley Sansford, and the whole team. Did a wonderful job with it. Again, I will be tapping into these movies and giving you guys my review for sure. I don't know where these movies are in terms of location, so home team, help me out, help a brother out. Let me know where they're at. I know Begonia is on Peacock. And I believe Frankenstein's on Netflix, so I'm gonna definitely be tapping into those. Um, Best performance by an actor in a leading role. Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, Wagon Mora. Me personally, I'm going with Michael B. Jordan on this one. And again, Sinners is my best picture. I love that movie. Amazing movie. But I got for this one, for a best actor, gotta go with Michael B. Jordan. Like I said before, like him playing two different um twins and distinctly different is it just deserves a nomination. It deserves a nomination and deserves an Oscar. Like that's acting at its finest. Like being able to play two different characters and different and twins is absolutely amazing. So I think Michael B. Jordan should win. Obviously Timothy Chalamet is like, he's hot. He's cooking up. But I'm going Michael B. Jordan on this one. Performance by an actor in a supporting role. Oh, and home team, let me know who you guys got as always for all the nominations combined. Performance by an actor in a supporting role. Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another, Jacob Alodori, Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo, Sinner, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, Stan Skarsgård, Sentiment of Value. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sean Penn in One Battle After Another, that was he played that role really fucking well. Delroy Lindo also played his role well. I might have to give the edge to Sean Penn over Delroy Lindo, even though Delroy Lindo really played his role really well. I'm gonna go with Sean Penn because to play that character and how difficult and odd that character might be was very impressive to me. I mean, that character that Sean Penn played was very like weird and dark and twisted and everything. And to convey that again, that's to me, that's acting at its finest. So I'm gonna have to go with Sean Penn, but don't get me wrong, if Delroy Lindo wins, that's well deserved as well. So shout out both of them. Performance by an actress in a leading role. Man, this is I'm based on critics. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna go with Emma Stone on this. With Begonia. I did see trailers of it, and it looks amazing. And her acting in that is amazing. As I've been told. But I'm gonna take a watch from it. But I'm gonna go with Emma Stone on this as well. I also heard reviews on Jesse Buckley on Hamnet. So, but I'm definitely going with Emma Stone on for Begonia. Performance by actresses supporting role. I'm going with Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Yeah, like for sure. I think she again really played that character well. And I think she deserves. Yeah, I think she deserves an Oscar for it for 100%. Obviously, Wumi Muska. Home team, forgive me for my pronunciation here. Wumi, she's getting nominated for supporting role as well. But I'm going with Tiana Taylor in this. But listen, actually, I didn't even peep this. Amy Magden, she plays I believe is the aunt in Weapons. I'm giving it to her. I think she bodies this role. If Tiana wins, I would love to see Tiana win. But I think Amy, the way she plays that character is it's so believable, absolutely believable. Um, Best animated feature film. I'm not really versed in this, so home team help me out with this. I think I'm just gonna kick it up to Zootopia 2. Not really versed in this, but help me out, home team. Let me know what you guys think about this. Best animated short film. Again, I'm not really versed in this. Maybe that's something that I need to work on. And for myself, when it comes to movies, is listen to watch these animated films. Achievement in cinematography. Wow, Sinners, Sinners, man. I think Sinners really got it. That cinematography and yeah, hands down Sinners for sure. I'm going with Sinners. Achievement and costume design. I'm gonna go with Frankenstein, either Frankenstein or Avatar, because like to create those creatures and make it vivid. And obviously, Avatar did well in the box office. And Frankenstein, I mean, like to bring that character to life, it has to be difficult. And obviously, if it's nominated for an Oscar, it did well. So I'm gonna go with Frankenstein or Avatar on this one. Achievement in directing. I'm going Ryan Coogler for Sinners. I'm going Ryan Coogler for Sinners. I think he deserves it. I mean, his catalog is amazing. He's directed, him and Michael B. Jordan have a nice rapport together, and they collabed on a lot of movies together. So definitely Ryan Coogler. Shout out him. Um, best document achievement in film editing. I'm going Sinners here as well. Achievement in casting. Hmm, Marty Supreme is in here. Yeah, I think. Oh, score, original score. Ooh. Oh, low key. I'm not gonna lie to you. Marty Supreme, I think it's Daniel Loputin. That's in my rotation too. Like that score is in my rotation, but obviously it's not in here. But I'm gonna go with Sinners on this. Yeah, he went crazy. Ludwig went crazy, absolutely crazy. Um. I'm gonna go with Frankenstein on this. Achievement in production design, best live, achievement in sound, F1. Which actually, hold up, achievement in sound. I'm gonna go with F1 on this. I think the F1 soundtrack it just fits F1. Achievement in visual effects. I'm gonna go Sinners in this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Writing. Uh, yeah, original screenplay Sinners. That's one of my favorites. Those are my there's probably a lot more I missed but like some I missed, but those are my Oscar nominations and thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment. Oscar season is here. It's approaching. I believe the Oscars are in March. So let me know what you guys think. Interested to hear your feedback on who you guys got for the Oscars and all these different categories and stuff like that. Um Moving on to our segment, next segment, chill and ask. Um, Thank you for providing the questions, home team. Love you guys as always. Again, season three, you guys are being very interactive, and we love to hear that. Love hearing you guys, what you guys think of the pod, and how can we make this better for you guys. Because again, you guys fuel us, and we want to have you guys consistently involved. Chill and ask. Who do you think got snubbed from the Oscars? And I honestly think Weapons got snubbed for Best Picture. For me personally, I think that should have been in there. But I think that for me that was a big one. Obviously, the people saying Avatar, but I think Weapons for me was yeah, that was a big one. I think Haley Steinfeld in Sinners, I think she should have got one as well. But I think what's crazy? Felicity Jones in Train Dreams, and she was a great actress in The Brutalist. Oh my gosh, she was wonderful. So I'm kind of sad she's not on here either. Um, yeah, Loki, yeah, Zach Krager and Euros Lathamos. I mean, for reducing Begonia and the amount of and he's not in it, like I think he should really be in it. Yeah, I think those are like a few snubs that I personally think should have been in the uh the categories, the snubs. Obviously, home team. Let me know what you guys think, but definitely weapons. Your ghost being in for director and Zach, the director of weapons. I think, and honestly, Felicity Jones. I think she's a great actress. I didn't see Train Dreams. I'm gonna tap into that. but just be her. Felicity Jones is a great actress, so and I think Haley Sansfield could have got a nod too. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I think those are my snubs. Home team, let me know what you guys think. If any one of you felt like got snubbed or anything like that, drop it in the comments. Obviously, I want to know. I want to hear the feedback. I feel like the Oscars are one of those things that like they never get it right all the way, but we just would like to see majority of our films that we enjoy on there, that deserve to be on there, quite frankly. And I think they somewhat got it decent this year. Kind of like switching gears from, from, the Oscars and music and the creative world. You could always get creative with this as well, and that's going to the gym. Um, Home team, what is the purpose of going to the gym? I've been kind of hearing this a lot, in terms of the purpose of going to the gym. For me personally, the purpose that I go to the gym is one, to stay healthy, obviously, and two, for one day, when children come around, that I could run after them and play with them and stuff like that, and and more so for longevity. But also just to take care of myself and be in that mind frame of being healthy. I think that's my purpose of going to the gym. I'm not going to the gym to run a race. I'm not going to the gym to do the sparring race or anything like that. I just go to the gym to, feel good and look good, and just overall just to remain healthy. Obviously, I got two activities that I do that keep me active, dancing and going in the gym. So I try to balance both. And even when I go dancing, to me, I'm staying active and I'm moving around. But if I do hit the gym, I do like, going to the gym. I like being at the gym. It's kind of like a safe space for me. It's been for a while. So that's personally my purpose of going to the gym. Again, let me know what you guys think. What is your purpose of going to the gym? It doesn't have to be staying healthy. It could be, oh, I'm preparing for this, or I got an injury, so I'm going to the gym because of that. All these things are always positive things to go to the gym for. And obviously, your journey with the gym is there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs with the gym. For me personally, I've been in and out of the gym sometimes where I'm going like a couple of weeks without not even going to the gym. You know what I mean? So, there's ebbs and flows of with going to the gym. Sometimes, and quite frankly, with anything. But I try to this year make it my duty to go to the gym. And don't make the gym like a task. Make it like I get to go to the gym, because that's positive reinforcement. While we're on the topic of the gym, gym etiquette. What is gym etiquette? Home team, what is in gym etiquette? I guess for me, gym etiquette is basically like, obviously, if you see somebody, on a machine, and then you want to kind of hop on it, politely like ask them like, how many reps you got. Don't just go if you see somebody kind of moving away a little bit to get maybe water or something like that. Don't just hop right in. Again, ask. Um, Wiping the equipment down. I know sometimes for me, home team, listen, I ain't perfect. Sometimes like I'm in a rush, and I kind of I'm doing my workouts and I'm in the zone and like I forget to wipe down some machines. But for me, wiping down the machines, it definitely it keeps everything clean and cleansed and all that stuff. You're not spreading around bacteria. One thing I hate about people at the gym, they hold around the squatting machines and stuff like that. I think for me personally, it's always like, yo, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Like, you don't need 10 people rotating on a bench. I think if you go to the gym and if maybe it's like one or two people you guys are working out together, all right, cool. But like if it's like 10 of you guys, yo, man, like at least five people could be doing something else. So that's another thing too, like just holding on the gym. And honestly, what pisses me off the most is people on the machines and on their phone. I know for me, I'm on my phone, but like I give it like 1 or 2 minutes and I'm back doing my next set. If you on the phone and you there for like a hot minute, yo, man, you gotta get off, man. You gotta get off. So for me personally, gym etiquette is very important. Home team, let me know what you guys think of what is your gym etiquette. What do you think people should do in the gym, or how people should act in the gym? Also the loud noises and the grunting and shit like that. Yo, listen, man, we all trying to get a workout in, man. Like this, all that stuff is kind of unnecessary, but I get it. That one rep, you going and you pushing and you make it, and I get it. But like when you doing that shit repeatedly, we don't need that. So again, home team, let me know what you guys think about the gym etiquette. Times to go to the gym and days to go to the gym. Me personally, I remember I was strict on going Monday through Friday. But obviously, like I use it over the weekends now to go to the gym. Because sometimes during the week I'm just tired from work, editing, and all these stuff that I have. So sometimes I just skip a day and then I make it up on the weekend. But times to go to the gym personally for me, I like an empty gym. I don't really like it too crowded or whatever. So I try to go between like 7 and 8 for me. I go to Planet Fitness, so that's usually like a hot spot where it's kind of like dead, but not. It's not too dead, but it's not like super crowded. If you go right after work, it's gonna be super crowded. But again, like for me, the best time to go to the gym is in the morning. It just helps you start off your day on a positive note. For me, sometimes I'll just be tired. I'm trying to get back into that. I was going to the gym in the morning, back in COVID, and a little bit after. But I kind of like cut that out a little bit. But I definitely want to get back to that because now that I have a home gym in my apartment, would love to get back to, going to the gym in the mornings. It gets your body like up and going and ready for the day. But obviously if you guys go after work, for me it's usually like that 7 or maybe like that 7 to 9 window is good to get a nice workout in and you don't gotta worry about a lot of people. But again, we're all different. So, home team, let me know what you guys think about the gym etiquette, the times to go to the gym. Would love feedback on when you guys go to the gym. Maybe I could try it out, or vice versa. Drop in the comments. Maybe somebody's struggling in the home team to get to the gym. They don't really know. Maybe this might help them. So, drop it in the comments. And speaking about just advice on in general, as we normally end our episodes or and sessions with elevated advice. My elevated advice for you guys is for one, stay warm. It's cold out there. It's egregious. Stay warm. It's brick, as a New Yorker would say. It's very brick. It's like 2 tons brick. It's mad brick. It's everything. It's everything. So stay warm, guys. Drink, eat soup, drink tea, all that stuff. Stay warm. Um, wow. So my elevated advice for you guys, and sponsored by CoStar. CoStar, patiently waiting for that contract. Patiently, I need that contract. John Hancock need that. But you've been waiting your whole life for this moment. Wow. What a powerful one. Um, Yeah, I mean, for me, that I kind of interpret that as like, when a moment comes, it's all about preparation and how you prepare yourself. If you prepare yourself every day, and let's say, for example, if you're a basketball player, right? Are you in the gym every single day, or are you just selective? You know what I mean? I think if you really want to be a part of something and do something, and you're passionate about something, you need to be on it. You need to be preparing for it on a consistent basis. You need to be consistent with it. One of the, it's kind of funny that this is my elevated advice because, I told my nephew this. I was like, look, whatever you do, you want to be consistent with it, and he's getting into beats now. And I'm like, yo, listen, drop a beat every day. It doesn't need to be perfect. It could be whack. But if you make a beat every day, then eventually as you make a beat, then you're gonna get better. That's how you put in your reps. It's like going to the gym. If you want to lose weight, You gotta go to the gym. You don't gotta go to the gym, but you gotta be active and you gotta do that on a consistent basis. So, you know what I mean? And moments come, opportunities come, and you know, if you didn't put in that preparation, then you won't be ready for it. So always be prepared, always be consistent in what you're doing, because that opportunity will be knocking at your door, and then you'll be like, boom, I'm ready to go. So, home team, let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys have from elevator advice for me and the others in the comments. So drop it. Love to hear it. Love to hear your feedback as usual. And yeah, as always, we're on YouTube, 6 p.m. For all my home team peeps in the East Coast, 3 p.m. for all my home team peeps in the West Coast. Every Thursdays. So tap in. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, as always, home team, I'll see you guys on the flip side, man. I'll catch y'all.